In general, in editing, will receive the request that today that person's having last working day, so you can delete this object from AD, right? Let's say
Your voice was
now my voice
not
is okay.
audible, Siddharth.
Now my voice is okay.
Yeah,
It's okay.
yeah, no.
Okay. So what I'm telling you, uh, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, Siddharth, you're free.
Okay. So I'm telling you that today our topic is Active Directory object restoration, right? So generally, AD team guys receive the request. Today that person's is last working day. Kindly delete the object or delete the user ID. Got it? Now after you delete the user ID, if something wrong, that persons will get back to you that I have wrongly raised the request, kindly restore the deleted object. Now you have already deleted the user from AD. Now what to do? Now what to do? Got my point? In this scenario, there is a two options will come. Restore the AD object from AD deleted object container if there is a condition, if you do not enable AD recycle bin in your environment. Got it? Clear?
Yeah.
Second case, if you done this, if you enabled AD recycle then you can directly restore the AD object. You got my point? Got my point?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So now we will create two environment domain controllers, or one single domain controller is fair enough, and one domain join machines. Now from there I will delete one users. After delete the users, how will you restore back this user in AD if AD recycle bin not configured in your environment? And after that I will enable AD recycle bin and again delete the users and show you how you restore the users in AD. Got my point? Clear? This is very this is very small topic but very important. Got my point? Very important, right? So let's do the practical. Okay?
AD recycle. Right.
No, last class we did a metadata cleanup through GUI, and next
You are.
yeah, and but metadata cleanup through CLI it's remain. Okay, but that I will not to show you today because your brother is not joined. Okay, this is very important. So I want that once your brothers and you will both there, I will do that practical. So today our practical is small practical but very important. Okay, clear?
Yeah, clear.
Any doubt? Please tell me. So
No doubt.
okay, then I'm just okay. I have to. That machine is forget password, so I have to delete and recreate. Hey, you are not coming for practice. Why?
I had like what to say, exams with
No,
government.
please come for practical, because if you do not practice, your confidence will never come. I'm telling you, okay?
In the last class, like I saw the video, you have said only AD recycle things. You have said that.
Yes, only AD recycle bin, but we have failure to restore the object from deleted object container. Okay, so both I will show you and recap that class. Got my point? Because last class you have not there. I will show you again, and also deleted options was failed. I will show you from now. Okay. Yeah. After that, I will cover new topic, that is Active Directory backup.
Okay.
তারপরে ধরো এই গেঞ্জিগুলো এখান থেকে সব দোকানে যায়। Okay, so let's do settings. Okay. Perfect. Now run the C script. that has been done. Okay, so after restart it, then I will show you. Okay, so after login an administrator, you have to create one users. Okay. Hello, my voice is audible?
Yes, it's your voice.
Okay, so create one users. And that users must be the part of domain admin group.
Enter.
No, domain admin. Domain admin group. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So I was wrongly created here. Now I'll move that user to users only. Okay. Now it's moved on here. Okay, Nirika, your voice is very slow. I'm not able to hear you. What exactly you are telling me?
Is it audible now, sir?
Sorry.
Like, I connected my headset. Sir.
Okay, I think your
Even
mouthpiece.
though my
Yeah, I think your mouthpiece having some issue. Okay.
okay.
So let's add them into the domain. Fine. Now I logged off and then logged in with that particular user. Fine. Now, you know, in general, there is a many users are there in AD. In general, as you know, there is a many users are there in AD. Like user Niharika. Like users Kalesha. Right now, AD team has received the request that Kalesha is last working days today. He is going to resign or something else. So you have to delete this user ID. So among you all the users you have, how will you do that? So you search here this option, search options, select this entire directory, select Kalesha. You have that users. Now you directly right click and delete this. Got it? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Once you delete, after 10 minutes, user come back and say, hey, I have wrongly raised that request. Can you please restore that users? Now tell me, how will you restore? Now you do not have AD recycle bin configures. How will you restore? Now concept I'm telling you. The concept is, this is your Active Directory database. Now inside any users are there. Once you click on delete, that users are directly moved on AD recycle bin. Now from there, you cannot directly select users and restore it back. This option will not work. Why? Because it's a actually you have to going through these Active Directory partitions and couple of LDAP bindings, and through LDAP commands you have to restore the users. This is very critical activities. In anything is wrong in the instructions, you cannot even find that users, neither you have to restore them back. Got it? This is very old methods, and this is very critical and complex method. To avoid this, AD recycle bin comes into the picture. It's just like a filter between users and deleted object container. Now if you delete the users, it will come and bringing back here. Now from there again you can restore it back. But here unfortunately AD recycle bin not configured, right? So in that scenario, what you need to do, you have to go run the command prompt is the admin mode. It's called elevated mode. Got my point? It's called elevated mode. Okay. After run this command elevated mode, run the command ldp.exe. That LDAP command virtualization as created. Now next is what? You have to connect your LDAP bindings. Okay. You have to connect your LDAP bindings. So for that only, click on connection, and then first you have to connect your what? Because you have to connect domain as well as your domain controller. So what is your domain controller name?
DC01.
DC01. So you have to put the command dc01.bt.com, and the port is 389. Through this port you are binding your domain controller as well as domain. Got it? Clear? So click on OK. Once you've done this, you see that's what happening. LDAP open DC0, this port happen, establish connection to DC01, retrieving base DSA information directory server architecture, getting on entries, then it is find root, then configuration partition it is entered, and current name, all those stuffs you can find it out, and it is showing you your Active Directory enter partition. Next, after that, what you need to do, you have to bind the current logon users with LDAP. Okay? Or else you will not able to fetch your database. So here I will select bind as current logged on users. Bind as currently logged on users. So click on OK. Now you can see authenticated as BT/C. Nothing wrong as of now. Everything is okay. Now after you connect your domain controller LDAP through LDAP port 389 and also bind this LDAP connection with logon users, next what you need to tell? You need to tell your LDAP servers that what exactly you are trying to do. So I am trying to do to restore the user which is currently lying on deleted object container. Clear? Then only I have to go options, then I have to go control. Clear? In this control you have to define the instructions. So what exactly I am trying to do? Return deleted object. Return deleted object. So here there is an options return deleted object, then you have to select checkout and then again check in. Okay. Then click on OK. Then you already given the instruction, but you have not selected your AD domain partition, because that users was available at which partition? Definitely on domain partition. So for that only you have to go browse and select tree. Now once you click on tree, you will find out so many partitions are there. First one is DC, that means domain. Okay. Second is common name, CN, I mean your domain configuration partition, schema partition, domain DNS zone, forest DNS zone. So here you have to select dcbt.com. Okay. Click on OK. After you done this, you will see that again certain changes happening here. Now you will see in the live plane, right side pane, you will see that plus sign. Once you click on this, you will find out deleted object there. So once you click on this, you will find a hell lot of options are there. So you no need to worry, because last week what we are facing, that object was not coming. What my point? Even you watch the video, you will find it out. That watch was not, this was not coming, right?
Yes.
Now see, just go to downs. Now you will find that users that was lying in deleted object container. Got it? Now you have to restore these users back to your AD container. So in that case, how will you do that? Got it? So in that case, how will you got? Because if you right click on it, restore option will not there. Clear? Restore options will not there. So here you can do modify. Once you have the modify option will come, again you have to tell them what exactly you are trying to do. So first of all, you are going to that is deleted, that user is deleted. First you are telling your directory server that users you have selected is deleted. Got it?
Yeah.
And you have to select that option delete. Click on enter. Next option what you have to select? You have to select users distinguished name. Okay. So find out where is my distinguished name.
Oh, here it's there.
Yeah. First you have to select distinguished name. Now you have to select the distinguished name. Click on copy. After select distinguished name, you have to give them value. So value, how will you know that where is your value? So you can go your AD. And select any of the users, any like Niharika, and select Active Directory actions and go to view advanced features. Again go to users and select any of the users, Niharika, and then go to attribute editor. In this attribute editor, Niharika, actually some background noise is coming. I mean, can you please shut the door or something else? Or you have to go some silent
Okay.
place?
No, I will.
Okay. So from there, you have to search distinguished name. Now in distinguished name, it look like this. CN is equal to Niharika, CN is equal to users, and DC is equal to BT, DC is equal to com. That means my domain name is bt.com. So domain configuration.bt and domain configuration.com. And where that user located in this particular CN, that is users, and user CN is Niharika. So instead of Niharika, I will set only Kalesh, and rest of the things will be same. Kalesh. Okay, and then I will select replace options, then click on enter. Now is deleted will be replaced by restore. Got it? Kalesh will be restored on that particular OU, right? Once you click on run, now you will see that there's some error detected. What is the error? Kalesh, anything wrong?
Spelling only of this time was previously.
Sorry?
The spelling is correct only.
Spelling is wrong.
No, it's right only with that. This spelling only you have written in the user.
CALESH. Oh, sorry, I was forget. So you have to select two options, synchronous and extended. After that, try to run. Now see that all was modified. Now go to close and go to your AD. After that, you have to restore it. Now you will see that Kalesh has been restored. Now Kalesh account, right now it is on disabled state. Why? Because you are restoring the object raw format from your deleted object container to Active Directory. You cannot enable right now, if I going to certain, let's say I'm going to enable this account, it's saying Windows cannot enable the object Kalesha because unable to update the password. The value provided for new password does not meet the length, complexity or history requirement. So in that case, what you need to do, just reset the password first. Clear? Reset the password first. Once you've done this, then you have options to enable this account. Now Kalesha has been successfully restored in default users. Now you don't know which exactly OU Kalesha was there. So those who put the request, you ask them, user has been restored successfully. Now tell me the correct OU so that I can move that users to that particular OU. Now you have to select the users, click on move and select a proper OU, and from there you have to remove. Got it? So this one was not working on last week, so that we fix it. Okay. Now options. In general, this is if in your organization AD recycle bin not configured, then this way you have to restore your object from deleted object container. Clear? So that is why, sorry?
It's clear with that.
Yeah, that is why you have to provoke your managers that please configure Active Directory recycle bin. So for that only go to Active Directory Administrative Center, go to bt.com and enable recycle bin. Click on OK. Now once you enabled, you cannot bring it back. So click on refresh. Enable recycle bin configure. Okay? Clear?
Yeah, good sir.
Now what you need to do, if any users, let's say Kalesha, again delete. So you have to very easily, if the same request will currently restore the object, then directly go to Service Manager, Tools, Active Directory, administrative center.
Center.
Then go to bt.com, and there you have to go deleted object content. Got it? Now you see Kalesha was there. So from there directly either restore will default user object OU, or you have to select restore to, select your concern OU, and from there you have to select users and restore that users. Now this time that user was correctly OK state. Even this time users is no need to enable or disable, the same thing used to be there. Okay, you just have to reset the user's password. Clear?
Yeah.
So this was my small practical but very strategic and important in Active Directory deleted object. Clear? Next our topic is, today I will show you another small topic which is called Active Directory backup. So interviewer may ask you question, how will you take Active Directory backup? Got it? How will you take Active Directory backup? Then option is full backup, system state backup, filer level backup, NetApp backup, something, so many backup. The correct answer is system state backup. Let's understand what exactly the system state backup do. System state backup. So the system state backup operating files enable you to recover when a machine start and you have lost system files registry. A system state backup includes domain controllers, Active Directory NTDS, boot files, COM plus class registration database, registry system volumes. You got my point? Basically, among all these backups, system state backup contain all those stuffs. Okay, give me 5 minutes, I'm coming, taking water soon. Okay.
Okay.
backup. So, system state backup, operating systems enables you to recover when machine start but you have lost system file registry. So basically system state backup is not for Windows backup. Basically in Windows there is a three type of backup. One is full backup, system state backup and bare metal backup. But for Active Directory domain controller it is only system state backup. Now see that. There is another backup, bare metal backup, as I told. A backup operating system files and all data except user data, critical volume. By definition of BMR backup include all those stuff. Clear?
Yeah, clear.
So, if interviewer asks you what system state backup contains, then you can tell them it contains domain controller backup, Active Directory NTDS.d, boot file, COM++ registration, database, registry, system volume and script. Clear? So these are the elements will contain system state backup. Now here if we take the backup we need one more extra drive. Got my point? So right now I have only one drive. Then what I need to do? What I need to do? Tell me. If I want to create another drive, then what I need to do? I have to select another drive. So for that only I have to go settings, add hard disk, create a new virtual disk. Because see, your server need one extra additional drive. Now extra additional drive, generally whenever you will work for Windows team or AD team, if you work for AD team, Windows team, then you have access to add disk like what I am doing. In physical disk they also have physical mount point and that can be come from storage. When I show you the disk part, it will be clear for your doubts. Okay. But AD team will put request to Windows team that I need 40 GB data, 40 GB disk on my domain controller. So based on certain approvals and all, once you get all this approval, you will raise a request to your Windows team. They will create a 40 GB or 30 GB data. After create this disk, no, it will not coming showing there. Why? Because the disk is not formatted by your Windows operating system. So I think you are aware, whenever you have purchased one pen drive from market, the same day will you able to access it, or you have to format it?
You have to format.
What is the intention of format? The intention is you have to format this hard drive with Windows file system. Now question, what exactly the Windows file system? NTFS, new technology file system. If interviewer asks you question, what do you understand in Windows file system? Then you say it's called NTFS file systems. Okay. So in NTFS file system, you have to format the hard drives. Now once your hard drive formatted with this particular file system, then you are able to access this drive. The same things you have to do. But as it is internal hard disk, sorry, not external hard drive, internal. So you have to manage from where? Disk management console. Got it? So you have to go run and write down the command disk mgmt.msc. Click on online, click on initialize disk, select GPT click on OK. And then click on, new simple volume, next, 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 finish. Now this drive you can able to show. Clear?
Yeah.
Now you can access this drive and now you can do this, right? Now what I need to do, you have to configure, you have to tag your Active Directory domain controller backup. See, I'm telling you, all the AD admins, every day, every day or every week or every month, they have to schedule Active Directory database backup, or else something have problems in the AD, the entire forest has been crashed. So that is why it's mandatory you have to take your database, Active Directory database backup. And the backup procedure is system state. Clear? Only system state, not full backup or bare metal backup. Clear? Now, in order to perform this backup, what options you have to do? First, you have to install the backup features. Clear? You have to install the backup features. There only it will help you. So for that only, you have to go Server Manager, add roles and features, click on next, 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 and then you have to select, go to feature, and then you have to select Windows Backup. Windows Server Backup. Got it? Click on next and install. Once you've done this, click close, and then you can go Server Manager, and from there you can find Windows Backup, Windows Server Backup. Got it? Now you have to take your backup. So for your information, there is a couple of things you can do. What? You can schedule your automated backup through, there is the option backup once, not is backup once, schedule options. So from there, you can, let's say every Monday 9 PM, the system state backup will perform. So click on next, choose customs, not full server, customs, next, add item, select system state. Clear? You can take backup, you can take a backup bare metal entire servers, you can take backup only C drive, you can take backup on E drive, but only Active Directory backup, it's called system state. Now click on system state, click on next, and you have to schedule your backup like every day or every month or every week, as per you mentioned the backup will perform. Clear? So I'm not scheduling here, I'll do backup once. Same, see different options, next, customs, next, add item, system state, click OK, next, 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 system state, backup. Now your backup, it started. Clear? So the entire backup size probably on 6 GB or 6.7 GB, something like that, but not more than 6.8 GB. As it is new database, new Active Directory, so the size will come around this. Now if you are doing support, that company is already running their transaction last 20-30 years back. It's a huge organization like ITC, Hindustan Levers, so many big production companies. So their backup time will take minimum 1 hour, because the size are getting increased now. Their size are getting increased. So it will take some time. So after take the backups in D drive, I will show you where the backup was stored and how it looked like that. Next week I will show you how you restore these users, or you restored any, let's say any couple of number of OUs has been deleted. Then how will you restore this OU from your Active Directory backup? Next practical I will show you. Clear?
Okay, Siddharth.
So let's complete this backup. Done?
Yeah.
Now see that your Active Directory backup was successful. Now you can go to your D drive and you will find, sorry, E drive, you will find that is was backup, Windows image backup. The folders will come as Windows image backup. Clear?
Okay.
The DC01 was backed up, and these are the backup files and folders, all those stuff. So these are the files, database, many things, hard disk image. Got it?
Okay.
So this was our today class. In this short summary, what we learned today, we learned Active Directory core restoration from deleted objects. Then we learned AD recycle bin. Then you are not aware of how to create the additional disk drive, and side by side how you will take the Active Directory backup. So that 3-4 modules we have performed this today class. Clear? So I would request, please come on practicals basis, because if you do not practical this class, you do not have the confidence. That's what I'm telling you now. One this theory and one this practical is mandatory in order to get the jobs. Because see, now you see that how many people are getting job. Even your brothers also crack interview in Cognizant. Okay. So you have to crack like that. Okay. So please come on practicals. I may forget, but okay. So one intimation for you guys. I please inform to Kalesha as well. Next week, as you know, the entire week season festival in Bengal called Durga Puja. Okay. So probably, because see, I do not have any as such plan to visit any summer place, but unfortunately my house is the middle of 3 area, and that was totally surrounded by the high speaker volume mic. Now 3 different locations, they continuously high volume mic will come, and we will not supposed to continue the class due to the huge of sounds. Got my point?
Yeah, teacher.
So I would request, and not request, I will just giving leave for this entire the next week. Yes, you can come for practice, that's no doubtly. Practice is work, but the classes is not work because due to sound pollutions. Okay. So
Okay. So next week there's no class, right?
sorry.
Next week we don't have
Yeah,
class.
next week, yeah, all batch. I am telling them to next week there is no batch, and next week will as usual will continue. Okay. So in next week, what you can do, you can take 2 practical classes, no problem, and whatever you are pending, all the practicals, just watch it and perform all your backlog practicals. Clear? That is a very good opportunities for you. 1-2 weeks, I mean 1 full weeks, it's holiday for you. So please learn as of now how many class you have complete. So please learn one by one and do the practicals. So once we'll sit the next classes, your all class have the current practicals and you have confident enough. Clear?
Okay, teacher.
Perfect. Thank you and happy Dasera and Navaratri everyone. Stay blessed and happy Holi. Okay? Goodbye.
Thank you. Wish you the same. Happy Dasara.
Thank you so much. I am uploading the video.